Now I finally get to review something that the US never got. Now pretty much the US got the Digital Monster V-Pets versions 1 through 5, the Digivices, we also got, bonus stuff that Japan didn't get, like the various different colors of the Digivices. But one item eluded us. The Digimon Analyzer was the companion piece released alongside Season 1's Digivice. I don't really understand why Bandai America didn't release the Digimon Analyzer because, like I said, it functions pretty much like the D-Terminal. It's a companion to the Digivice and adds extra functionality. The Digimon Analyzer functions much like the TV series. It gives you the Digimon name, its type, its special attacks, and its location information. The Digimon Analyzer also includes additional stuff such as a clock, an alarm, mini games. It has the various information from all the V-Pets that were released at the time, the Sega Saturn game, the Wonder Swan game. So you have all these entries and it acts like a one big encyclopedia. Yes, it does function pretty much like the Pokédex in the Pokemon series. Even in the Analyzer, they call it the same thing that they call the Pokédex in Japan, Zukan. Aesthetics. The Digimon Analyzer, of course, is supposed to be Koushiro's laptop. It pretty much looks like what it appeared in the anime. It has the pineapple logo, it has its double-colored design, and this screams 90s tech because they love making things see-through. I miss that actually personally. I love the see-through tech, and I wish that would be brought back. So when you open it up, it kind of looks like a very confusing interface. You can open it like a laptop, but it can be opened like this so that if you want to fiddle with it like a calculator, you can do that as well. Now, of course, the interface is going to be in Japanese. You do need to have basic Japanese knowledge. However, the interface is pretty forgiving to English-speaking people. It has the ability to enter English characters, and it mainly focuses on katakana. For the most part, it doesn't really use hiragana or kanji. So everything is written out phonetically. So even if it's an English word or a Japanese word, and as long as you know basic terms, you can read the menus. Now, like the Digivice, it does have its own internal memory, so it can store all your information if you take out the batteries for storage. Now, what does the Digimon Analyzer do besides just mimicking what the TV show does? It is an actual useful tool to help you know more information about Digimon that you may not have known of, and it makes it easier to unlock certain things in the Digivice. Another cool thing that I really liked about it, in the TV series, we knew only very vague names of the locations. When the characters landed on the very first island, we knew it was called File Island, but we really didn't know how all the areas were labeled. Not only do we get all the information of the Digimon on File Island, we get all the information of the locations, and of course, when we go to Folder Continent. When we first boot up the Digimon Analyzer, it first comes up with a really cool animation that's very closely to how Koushiro's laptop booted up in the TV series. Now the main menu is fairly simple to follow. The first item on the list is called Analyze, which is basically a mini game that allows you to select a random Digimon at any of the levels, and it will scramble it up into a puzzle piece, and you have to figure out how to put it back together. Now you get choices to what Digimon you want. It's broken up by the Digimon's level, whether it's child, adult, perfect, and ultimate. Now I haven't unlocked all the levels, so I only can choose from child and adult. Now on the top it tells you which level you're looking at. On the top it says child here, which is Seichoki, and the other one is Seijuki, which will be for adult. You select it, you hit OK, and it goes into this scramble animation and it will simply build up for the puzzle. Using the numpad, select the 8 options with buttons 1 through 8 to unscramble the puzzle. The next item on the list is Zukan, picture book. This is basically the Digimon Analyzer's encyclopedia of all the Digimon. Going into the menu will bring you further into more options. Selecting the top one will bring you to the Digimon type one that you want. So if you want to look up a specific Digimon, you would choose from which digital monster V-Pet that you want. And you can scroll through all the Digimon that were available at the time, from DM1, DM2, 3, 4, 5, the Pendulum, Digivice, etc., etc. Now, you do get bonuses when you connect the Digimon V-Pets to the Analyzer, because the Analyzer is partially locked, so you get bonuses from connecting the Digimon V-Pet that you leveled up and evolved in the other V-Pets, and of course the Digivice. Now the Digimon Analyzer also gives benefits to the Digivice as well. You will freely be able to unlock all the partner Digimon to their adult stage without having to battle and level them up within the Digivice. Going back one menu and choosing the lower option will bring you to the habitat information, which gives you the ability to look through File Island and Folder Island on where Digimon are located throughout the TV series, and where the Digimon from the V-Pets are also located as well. If you use the left and right buttons, you'll cycle through locations, and you can click OK to look up what Digimon are in each specific area. Like if I select this one, you'll get a picture of Greymon. And of course, you'll slowly unlock things as you progress through the minigames of the Digimon Analyzer. Now, the feature below Picture Book is Connect. This is where you connect any of the virtual pets to it. You simply enable it like what you would do with any V-Pet. You'd simply hit OK, and it would start the connect process. And what you do on the Digivice is simply set it to battle mode and simply connect them like you would if you were doing a battle. And that's where the exchange data will happen. Backing out all the way to the beginning of the main menus, going into the third option is where you set your clock. You can set the clock, view the clock, modify the clock, and play the math minigame in this menu. The next menu is basically the address book for the thing. This is where you're allowed to enter data to any of your friends. The Digimon Analyzer was not just for Digimon, it did help, act like a simple Casio organizer of the 90s. It also helped you wake up because it has built-in alarms, so it was very useful in its options. The last menu on the Digimon Analyzer is basically just the options menu, where you get to control the sound, contrast, the help prompts, because you can turn off the extra help prompts that tell you what item it is. Overall, I really like this little device. It is very useful if you're a fan of Digimon, because I think unlike Pokemon, where we had the built-in Pokédex and we can always look up all the information of like the height, the weight of the Pokemon and whatnot, Digimon really didn't have that liberty because we didn't have really many video games at the time to really give us that information. So the Digimon Analyzer was acted like a really interesting, cool substitute. I'm still puzzled why they just didn't release it in the US. Maybe it was because it could have been an expensive toy. Now, one question you guys are probably asking, is it compatible with the US Digivice and the digital pets? I haven't tested all of them, but I know for a fact that the US Digital Monsters version 1 pets do work. I have connected mine, and it does read it and get the proper information for it. For the 90s, it was really pretty impressive. Like I said, you get finally the information of the Digimon, because I don't really know all the Digimon myself by heart, and at the time, I think there were only around 200 Digimon that were inside the Digivice based off all the V-Pets. While you can't battle, it still gave you, shortcuts to unlock, the stages from the Digimon, and of course get information on a few of the rare Digimon that were not inside the Analyzer. If you're a fan of Digimon, I do suggest picking it up. It is a cool item and piece that was from the first season. I don't really see Bandai ever reissuing it like the V-Pets, because the V-Pets were of course the more popular item, but I still think as a Digimon fan, it still has a special place to be a part of it. I would really love a updated version of it. It could be in color and have much more information that it could be put in. It would have more, you know, the modern version of Koushiro's laptop. It would have probably all the Digimon to it. And of course, it would be cool to have, you know, more functionality added to the Analyzer where you could connect all the Digivices from to the first season, to the current season, and even the other version of Digimon Adventure. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you found this interesting and a little bit of history to the Digimon series. If you like my content, subscribe by hitting the big red button down below and make sure you hit the notifications bell. And I will see you next week for more Digimon reviews.